United Nations has made urgent appeals to the Nigeria and Kenya governments to explain the illegal arrest and extradition of the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, Nnamdi Kanu. In the UN document dated August 26th, obtained by Sahara reporters, the UN said the Nigerian and Kenya government should furnish it with details of how Kanu was arrested and illegally brought to Nigeria. In a release sent to Sahara reporters, Nnamdi Kanu's brother Kingsley Kanu said he, working with the lawyers, undertook the interventions of the United Nations, which required the details to be kept confidential for 60 days. The release is titled Urgent Appeals in the case of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu against Nigeria and Kenya. Kingsley said, following the extraordinary rendition of my older brother, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, I undertook a number of urgent steps within the realm of the international community, particularly in Britain and the United Nations. I worked quietly with my brother's special counsel, Aloy Ejimako, and the Bindmans, my brother's lawyers in Britain, on a host of muscular interventions aimed at presenting my brother's case to the international community and facilitating his unconditional release and bringing the culprits of his illegal rendition to accounts. These interventions were not made known to the general public because the applicable rules, especially that of the United Nations, require them to be kept confidential for 60 days. Those 60 days just expired and the United Nations has therefore made public the details of its urgent appeals to the Nigeria and Kenyan governments, which were transmitted since 26th August 2021. It also has made public an acknowledgements it received on the 17th September 2021 from the Permanent Mission of the Federal Republic of Nigeria to the United Nations. Both documents are attached to this press release. In particular, the said urgent appeal states in part that the United Nations is alarmed by the alleged torture and ill treatment Mr. Kanu has been subjected to during his illegal custody in Kenya. If confirmed, these allegations would constitute prima facie violations of fundamental human rights, including the right not to be arbitrarily deprived of liberty and the absolute and non-derogable prohibition of torture and other ill treatment under the International Convention on Political and Civil Rights. Okay. Further, the urgent appeal states that the allegations in the case of Mr. Kanu raise serious violations of international human rights law, and may cause irreparable damage to his life or personal integrity, which we believe warrants prompt attention. In this regard, we are considering to publicly express our concerns in this case in the near future, believing that the wider public should be informed about the implications of these allegations for the enjoyment and exercise of human rights in Kenya and Nigeria. Any public expression of concern in this regard will indicate that we have been in contact with Your Excellency's government to clarify the issue or issues in question. Continuing, the United Nations stated that while awaiting a reply, we urge that all necessary interim measures to be taken to prevent any irreparable damage to the life of personal integrity of Mr. Kanu, halt the alleged violations and prevent their reoccurrence, and in the event of the investigation, support or suggest that allegations to be correct to ensure that accountability of any person responsible of the alleged violations. It is important to emphasize that this is just the beginning of more United Nations and other global strong actions that would be seen in the coming weeks. While we await for such actions to unfold, we wish to inform the public that we will remain resolute and relentless in bringing the full weight of the international community to bear on the unconditional release of my brother and leader without further delay. Okay, let them go and answer the whole thing. You know, I know that there's something wrong somewhere. something is really wrong somewhere. The reason why I believe that something is really wrong somewhere with the way Nnamdi Kanu was brought back is when the issue of Abba came up, people were talking about extraditing or whatever, on how he's going to be taken back. You now saw the way Malami and his people try to let us know, steps to follow, one step at a time, to follow one by one on how it ought to be done. He told us, they have to go to court. It is only the court that will know whether Abba will be extradited, which I quite understand. Let us follow the law like that. You are trying to explain to us. But in the case of Nnamdi Kanu, we didn't hear anything now. How can somebody who was in UK and went to Kenya, how can you not tell us that you have a extradition or whatever to bring him back? Is that how it's being done? At least if I thought you want to do it from that side, you should have even allowed the law to take its course, just like you are following it step by step when it came to the issue of Abba Kyari. All of a sudden, boom, we heard that the man is here. But now it is difficult. We are making everything so impossible. Or if you think that we are following through the law the way it ought to be done. We saw that, there was, what is it called? There was panel set up. Okay, yes, let them follow that process until the court says otherwise. But why is it that it did not happen in the case of Nnamdi Kanu? Why didn't you follow the real processes while he was in UK? And at the end of the day, and to make matter worse, initially I was listening to some lawyers who were saying that, oh, yes, he has a dual international whatever, he's a dual citizen. And at the end of the day, the guy is not a Nigerian. As far as we are concerned, we later know. And some lawyers were just sending the narratives out there, saying, wow, and these are the lawyers that I really, respect. But at the end of the day, when the lawyer, Nnamdi lawyers came to tell us that, no, this guy has renounced his citizenship for the past 5 or 6 years. I say, okay, where are these people getting their own information? So I know that there's something really fishy. Everything is shrouded in secrecy. They cannot come out and debate it. And that was why, boom, and Malami, any little thing, when it comes to, especially Nnamdi, he will just come out, to press statements, to make a press conference or whatever they call it. You see? So, I know that is my own, from my own point of view. Because, see, Abba Kyari's case, they are following it gradually. We don't even know where it's going to land. They are still telling us now that, FBI was misled or whatever. Of course, we are going to leave that to them. But at least, it is not like, boom, they just picked Abba Kyari back to the US. No, they picked him. So, let's see how all of these things, let's see how it goes with this letter being written to the federal government and Kenyan government. Let them reply how it was done. Let them explain how it was done, because Nigerian government keeps telling us that, oh yes, international community, they helped them. How did you do it? Let us know how it was done. The Kenyan government said they don't know anything about it, that they did. Okay, let us know how it was done. If you did it rightly, there's no harm in explaining. Explain yourself, let us know. So guys, let's know your thoughts in the comment section. Thank you.